Monday morning. I'm so excited because I'm actually doing something I haven't done before. I'm going to do a 3-part coaching series about my friend Linda. And Linda, if you're watching this, I'm sure you're like, what are you talking about? Why are you doing a 3-part coaching video about me? But I am, and I'm super excited. I even have a plan in place. So here's the coaching video for today, because while I'm using my friend Linda as the framework for this coaching video, you're going to see how all of this can apply in your own life, okay? So the coaching video of this first video of 3, and there's actually a 4th video. There's going to be a bonus video of something that has just happened that I am so excited about, and it's all because of Linda. Okay, so the first part of this coaching video is to be a yes. Be a yes. What does that mean? Okay, so flashback. Linda and I met volunteering in the New York Junior League when we were members of the New York Junior League, which is hilarious because I'm not now, but I was. And we volunteered every, I think, Tuesday night in Harlem. We taught an after school kids program, something in the arts, and then we would take them on an adventure every month. It was one of the coolest things that I've ever done. It was really, really gratifying, just so incredibly heartfelt. And Linda and I met there. So we kind of knew each other, but not all that well, until one night we were at one of my favorite wine places on the Upper East Side, Uva. I spent a lot of time there. If you're in New York, it's on 2nd between 77th and 78th, if it's still there, east side of the street. We're in the back garden area and everyone's chatting. We're at some big long table. It's maybe like, I don't know, 15 or 20 of us. And Linda says, does anybody want to go to Costa Rica? My friend was supposed to go and just canceled, and now I'm going by myself. And does anybody want to go to Costa Rica? And I was like, I want to go. And at the time, I guess this was like, I don't know, 2007 or 8, something like that. And I was so excited, had wanted to go to Costa Rica, didn't really know Linda, got her information and was like, what's your name again? She said, Linda. And I go home, I've had like 2 or 3 glasses of wine, so I have a pretty nice buzz, and I book a flight. I don't even know her last name. So I messaged her late that night, I think around midnight. I was like, I hope you were serious. I'm that girl from the happy hour. I am coming to meet you in Costa Rica. I will see you there. Again, we volunteer, but like not always every Tuesday together. So we didn't really know each other all that well. So I meet her in Costa Rica, and that was where we became friends. And what I learned is that like my favorite quality about Linda is that she's a yes. And my favorite quality about myself is that I'm a yes. And so when you combined us together, it was really fun because on our way back from Costa Rica, we obviously had a great time. I had seen I should preface this. I had seen a documentary about India at the time. This was before I was really into yoga. So now I would automatically always want to go to India. But at the time, I was not into yoga, and I had just seen a documentary about all the rats at a temple in India. And I was like, I never want to go to India. And there I am on a flight with this new friend who, after spending, a week in Costa Rica with her, I just knew I wanted to be in her sphere, right? It just felt good being around her because she's such a yes. And she reinforced how much of a yes I was, and things that I was afraid to do, like I felt braver to do because of her. Still do. So we're sitting on the plane. It's like an evening flight, I think. And we're sitting on the plane. I'll never forget. She looks at me. She's like, have you ever wanted to go to India? Now, thankfully, I didn't tell her the truth, which was hell no. I never want to go to India. Instead, I said, well, why do you want to go to India? And we're both in sales. So that was perfect. And she said, well, my aunt and uncle live there. They own a Bollywood studio, which is like music to my ears. And she said, and I think they're going to retire, and they're going to retire back to California. And so I just want to go visit them before they move back. It would be so great to go to India and like have some people there. And I was like, well, yeah, I do want to go to India. We went to India a few months later. I mean, it was quick, right? I think we went for like 2, maybe 3 weeks. We went on a tiger safari. We had the most incredible experiences. Her mother came. Her mother's friend Gail came. It was just, I mean, her aunt and uncle had a jeweler. It was like a life-changing trip because she's one of those life-changing friends. And at the time, I was changing my life. So I say this because it was one thing to recognize that she was a yes in life and how bold she was to stand up at that, happy hour. And she doesn't think anything of it. She'll probably laugh when she watches this video. Doesn't think anything of like asking a table of strangers if anybody wants to go to Costa Rica with her. But here's the thing, here's the coaching. It took me saying yes. It took me being a yes. So if you are stuck, if you are in your head, if you are ruminating, I just heard from a client earlier, like, I'm ruminating all the time. Like, that's not where we live our life, in our head. It's out there in action. It's saying yes to a stranger who's like, do you want to go to Costa Rica? And then you're on a plane a few months later going to India. And then we went to Egypt and I met another one of my favorite people, one of her friends, because here's the thing. When you surround yourself with one great person, you want to know what's really cool about that? They have more great people. And then you get to meet those great people and those great people. And all of a sudden, you are now better and you are more great because you're hanging out with people that are yeses, that inspire you, that excite you, that are doing things that are new and different and fun. And bold, right? Like so bold. It's made me become more bold and more courageous. So the point of this whole video is to be a yes, okay? So look at your life right now and see what's something that somebody's asked you to do that you're like on the fence about. Like maybe the answer is to be a yes, right? Maybe it's something that you haven't even considered, but it's going to come across your plate, today or in the next week or so. And you'll remember this video and you'll say like, I remember Anna saying like, be a yes. Go be a yes, like me and Linda. It's so much fun. Even if you mess it up, you'll be like, well, you know what? I sure did try. Okay, I'm going to shoot another video right now so I stay in the same realm because there's lots more to tell you about Linda and what she's taught me. Okay, I love you. Bye.